Do you know about the 7 Hermetic Principles? Hey, well, that's what we're going to talk about. Good day, everyone. I know finally it's time for me to do a video, but I had to take some time to spiritually learn some stuff and just, sometimes you need just time. But anywho, this video is about the 7 Hermetic principles that rules the universe, that rules life. I mean, if you know about them or not, it's already in effect. It's not like the rules like gravity, where it's not really a rule because there's no gravity up in space. So how can that be, solid? And we're not talking about these rules that we have to govern the country. Those are just rules put together by man. These rules are the rule of life. So if you know how to follow these rules, or you know about them and you know how to make it work in your life, you have a different life, baby. So let me get into this video, okay? And I'll be doing multiple videos. So if you see me in the same outfit, I'm just going to record all day today. And mind you, I already recorded 3 of these videos already. So I'm recording them again. All right. So here we go. The 7 Hermetic Principles was actually, I got some of this information from the Kybolian because I'm listening to it on YouTube. And I'm not the greatest at editing, so I will attach the link down below. And also I used there's a video platform kind of like Netflix called GAIA. I hope I'm saying it right, but on there they have great videos, and they had a video with Billy Carson. If you don't know about him, check him out. Forbidden Knowledge. And you can check him on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. But on the Gia, he has a video that talks about the 7 Hermetic Principles and thought. And basically thought, he's also known as Hermes, or like Mercury, because he rules over liquid Mercury. And I'm going to flip through my notes because I took a whole bit, like I already said, I did this video already, but I wanted to add a little bit more information on there to kind of break it simple. And the whole reason I'm doing videos is because I come across a lot of people or friends or families or people that I don't even know might want this information. And so I named this YouTube channel Evolution of We, because we all are evolving. We have different aspects of ourselves. And so one of my aspects is spirituality. And so the bulk of this channel is going to help elevate the consciousness of, I guess, the mankind. And if you get any information out of it, that is my job. And at the same time, I'm learning myself, so I'm not a guru. Okay. So like I said, the 7 Hermetic principles come from Kemit, which is the old Egypt. Okay. Kemit is Egypt, basically. And there's something called the Emerald Tablets that the 7 Hermetic Principles were written on. And you listen to the audio, the Kybolian. So like I said, Thought wrote it, aka Hermes, that's Greek. Mercury, right? He's also known as Mercury because he ruled over liquid Mercury. You might hear my dog walking around, so that's him. I love animals, right? And also he was known as thrice the great, Hermes, 3 times great. So let's get into the 7 Hermetic Principles. The first one is the principle of mentalism. The all is mind and the universe is mental. Now, if you're watching this video, that means you're on some type of spiritual journey. And the first thing that introduced me and probably you is the law of attraction. It meaning that if you control your mind, your thoughts, you can materialize. That's true alchemy. That's on your way to true alchemy. And talking about alchemy, The Alchemist, if you haven't read this book, it's the truth. You gotta read it. You gotta read it. So, it's just knowing that all is mind and that you control your mind. Once you control your mind, you can control your life, basically. Like, you can just control your life. It also sounds like I'm going to do a video. Well, there's going to be a video out that talks about the different cycles of life, of consciousness. Because right now, there's a lot of people, what we say, waking up or empaths, and there's a reason why you're an empath. There's a reason why you're here right now. There's a reason why a lot of people are starting to break out of the matrix, quote unquote, is because we're entering a larger phase of consciousness. And this other book that I'm reading, it's called The Evolutionary Empath, right? And it's by Reverend Stephanie Red Feather, PhD. Yes. And this book, I'm not even finished with it, and it already changed my life. But basically, let me show you real quick, because I'm gonna tie it in with the first principle of mentalism. It's all of them are important, but this one, once you get it, you really get it. So out of this book now, because I'm tying it all in, it's saying, okay, hold on there, hold on. Atomic, okay, so, okay, so we entering the Bronze Age according to this book. I can see what year it was written, but basically it said that each ascending age brings an opportunity for mankind to control and understand one of these universal powers. In declining ages, man gradually loses this knowledge and control. But since we're in ascending consciousness through the ages, we're starting to learn and manipulate the atomic form, space, time, vibration. So it all ties in. And like I said, check out my video about the great year cycle. So to recap, the first 7 Hermetic principles is a principle of mentalism. Okay, the all is mind, the universe is mental. Start right here. The second one is, and I'm looking through my notes because, like I said, I wrote a whole bunch of notes, and I'm redoing this video because I want to make sure that I'm getting everything. Okay, I want to make sure I'm getting everything. So the second one is a principle of correspondence. As above, so below. You heard that before, right? And below, so above. And within, so without. As without, so within. So basically, it's everything from a larger scale down to a smaller scale. So, for example, okay, principle of correspondence. For example, so everything, like I said, on a larger scale is the same as a smaller scale. For example, the solar system, which is like the position of the planets, coordinate with the atoms in our cells. Boom. And also, when you think about a sperm has a head and then a tail. Us, we have the brain and then the spinal cord. So the larger scale, all the way down to a smaller scale, is all correspondence. It's all together. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. So you got to know that we are part of the higher consciousness. And you break it down to even the atoms. If you look at the flower of life, it starts from our atoms, our DNA. You can do a cross section of the DNA of our DNA. You see the flower of life. You see it in the universe. You see it everywhere. And like I said, that video, that Gia video with Billy Carson was really, really good. Like, he really broke it down. I just want to have a quick video to kind of break these down, so then that kind of prompts you to do more research. Okay. The third one is the principle of vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. Everything vibrates. You know how you with a crowd of people, you somewhere, and you like, I don't like their vibe, because they're vibrating on a lower frequency. If you're a high frequency, you attract high frequency. But once you're in the low, you feel that. I mean, sometimes if I'm in the low frequency environment, I start to get sick. I start to get ill. Just not even things that's not living, inanimate things like a book, or everything is moving. Everything has a vibration to it. And when you think about it, vibration, it's like the sixth sense. It really is, because that's how you gather information. If you're not seeing with here, you're seeing with here. Also, I have here in my notes, and it's a lot. I'm just trying to keep it simple, kind of give the information out there. Just protect your energy. Like, you don't want to be around people that has low energy or sucking the energy out of you, because that brings you down and affects you at the end of the day. And to be honest with you, that's what rules the world. The world is that when you're a higher vibration, you can control the lower vibration people. And I'm gonna do a video about the 4 level of consciousness, because that has a lot to do with it too. So I would say the 6th sense is like the vibration. So the 4th principle of polarity is the 4th principle is polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extreme meets all truths are but half truths, and all paradoxes may be reconciled. So when you think about it, the yin and the yang, that's an example of polarity. A good example is hot and cold. When you touch something, you get burned, right? If you touch the stove, it's hot, you get burned. But if you touch something really, really cold, you get what? Freezer burn. Same thing, the same thing. You get the same results. So you got to know that, like, in your life, if something bad is going to happen, you know there's going to be a good turnaround afterwards. You just have to be aware of these principles and how it reflects in your life. Therefore, you know how to move with that. And if you're in a lower vibrational or a lower consciousness, you're not even going to be aware of that. You're just going to be reacting to different situations that may be setting you up for greatness in the future. It makes no sense. But anyway, this is the balance of the universe, because everything has 2 sides, the yin and yang. And just think about what you've been through and everything. I'm telling you. The other one, the 5th principle, the 5th of the 7 Hermetic principles, is the principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. All things rise and fall. So it's the rhythm. And if you caught Oprah, she's doing a little tour thing with Weight Watchers, whatever, it was good. And that's all she talked about. That's all she talked about. Like vibration, energy, and she had different elements of these things, these principles. She's just trying to tell people. That's what she's trying to do. And she talked about the rhythm of life. And if you know your rhythm of life, then you could just go with it. And then you know about the polarity, you know mentalism, you know all these laws. So you get to really have control of your life and not life controlling you. So just know that everything has a rhythm. We have the seasons. You have, if you're female, you have your menstrual cycle, your rhythm. You have your hormone. Like, everything has a rhythm. Okay. So the next principle, I think I lost my way. Okay. The next principle, the 6th principle, is a principle of cause and effect. Everything cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. And it's basically saying that if you make a decision, right, decisions could change the flow or change an outcome of something. So the cause of, like with Newton's law, he says, Newton's 3rd law, he says, with every action, there's a equal and opposite reaction. So you have to know with every decision that there's going to be a consequence to it, whether it's good or bad. Every good or bad decision, you know what I mean? It's just plain simple, cause and effect. Kind of, they all go together, like the polarity and the rhythm and everything like that. And even think about the rhythm, the principle of rhythm is like a pendulum. A pendulum goes right, left, right, left. And the same energy that when it swings left is going to be the equal energy when it swings right. So it's like the rhythm, right? Then we have the 7th and last Hermetic principle is a principle of gender. And this is not like male, female, whatever. This is all energy. So gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. So think about batteries. We have the plus and minus, feminine, masculine. You have the I just said it. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Okay, so you have the hot and cold, the yin and the yang. Every person has a feminine and masculine energy, right? The feminine energy is the moon. The sun is the masculine. Everybody has a sun and the moon in them, because we all, you know, are part of the universe or part of this whole collectiveness. But I think I know that society has extremely devalued or even repressed the feminine energy. That's why men, they feel like they have to be so masculine, and they suffer because they are not in touch with their feminine aspects of themselves. And women too. Now women are said to, not said, or it's glorified, especially if you're in business, glorified that you act more masculine and not feminine. No, it's part of it, right? Femininity, being a woman, is like creation, the beginning. So that's very important. So I really love that principle, and I think that is the most, people don't know about that, and they're scared about it. The principle of gender. I gotta do a video about that too, because remember when Alicia Keys came out and said about her son wanting to paint his nails? Let him paint his nails. He might not even like it that same second you put it. Like, come on. And if you're a male and you not in touch, or you're aware of your feminine aspects of yourself, as well as the masculine, you cannot be stopped. That is all around man. I'm telling you. And most people cannot even handle it. Sorry to say, right? But anyway, that is the 7 Hermetic Principles. And if you know about these principles, and then you know how to use them, and you actually put them in place, you actually like use them and incorporate them in your life, like your life will be different. Like, it will be different. And like I said, I'm still studying, I'm still looking at this stuff, but I had to share this video because I come across a lot of people that's on their journey, and my thing is to kind of get the information out there and then help you find other resources too. It's not just me, because I do want to do interviews with other spiritual people, or people going through their spiritual journey, because I believe that you attract your tribe. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that opened up your eyes. I hope that you got something out of it. Like I said, some of the resources that I used is my Empath book. I have the big resource that I use is the Gaia, whatever it's called, Gaia, Gaia. Billy Carson, he has a good video. I believe it's like an almost 2-hour video about everything like that, and he shows you evidence before even talking about the Hermetic principle. Like, he talks about like Anunnaki thought and all that stuff. So check out that video. And I'm sure he has some stuff on YouTube. I follow like Pretty Boss. She has a great video on that, on the 7 Hermetic Principles. So just look at multiple resources about this stuff, but definitely if you apply this to your life, it will change your life. So I hope you enjoy this video, the 7 Hermetic Principles. This is Evolution of We, and bye. See you later.